The saxophone has many different components in order to produce a sound and to make the instrument more comfortable. It requires a reed, a mouthpiece, ligature, neck, body of the instrument, and a neck strap. So the first step to put it all together is to soak your reed. And you can do that by putting it in your mouth, or you can put it in a cup of water for a few minutes. The reed should absorb enough water so that the wood becomes soft, but you need to be careful not to chip the tip of the reed during assembly and playing. This does not need to be done, however, if it is a plastic reed. So the next step is to remove the mouthpiece and the neck from the saxophone case. So I already did that, and now you're just going to put this end onto the cork. And if there's resistance, then you just apply a thin layer of cork grease to condition the cork. And you hold the octave key while you're twisting it. So once the mouthpiece is on, then you're going to loosen the ligature screws, and you're going to put on your moistened reed. And you're going to put the flat side right here. You're going to align it. And then you just put the ligature right on top of the reed and the mouthpiece. Alright, and so that's all tightened. Next up, you're just going to put that down while you put on the neck strap of the instrument. And then you take the saxophone out of the case, but you gotta be careful, and you have to remove the little cap at the top. And then you loosen the screw right up here, and you put the neck into the saxophone. Now my saxophone has been giving me trouble all semester, so this is a little bit of a battle, but I got it in. And then you tighten the screw there. And then you just adjust your neck strap based on like your comfort. And yeah, you just don't want you want the mouthpiece to comfortably go in your mouth. You don't want to have to be putting your head up and down. So, playing posture. So there's two ways you can be playing the saxophone. You can be seated or you can be standing. So you should always sit straight up with your back away from the chair and both feet flat on the floor. And based on the size of your player and the comfort, it determines how you're going to sit. So there's a side position where you rest the side of the belt against the right side of the thigh. And then the neck strap and the leg support the weight. So, it's not going to let me show it, but you can go see like that. Or you can have the front position where the bell is between the two thighs and just play it like that, like straight in between. Or you can be standing and you stand straight up and you find a natural, comfortable playing position. And when you're playing the alto, it should be held in front of you above your right thigh. So, next one is embouchure formation. So you place the mouthpiece in your mouth, and you take into account that you should be using the break point to gauge about how much of your mouth goes on top of the mouthpiece. So the break point for me is like right around here. So that's where my teeth are going. And then you anchor the top teeth firmly at the break point. And you drop your lower jaw down and you bring the lower lip above your bottom teeth. And then lastly, you bring in the corners of your mouth to make a firm seal around the mouthpiece. So that's how you make your embouchure. So the last step is articulation is the next step. So when you have a player, everyone articulates differently based on their tone. So to determine how you naturally articulate, you whisper the symbol D as in did. So the part of your tongue that touches the roof of your mouth is the part of your tongue that should be touching the reed. So you can do the tip of the tongue, which is where right here, touches the reed to stop your airflow and the vibrations of the reed. You can also have your tongue slightly back, where it touches the reed slightly, your hair touches there. And then anchoring, where the tip of the tongue rests on the lower teeth, and you bend your tongue to the tip of the reed to articulate, moving the arch of your tongue. So once the spot and the once the spot on the reed and tongue are found, you combine the air release, the tongue movement, and these two motions have to be coordinated. And then the original embouchure should not be altered while using your articulation. So when you do that, you're able to do. So that's how you articulate. And lastly, tone production. So to produce a tone on your instrument, you must use the embouchure as said before. And then you make sure that your teeth are firmly placed on top of the mouthpiece and the bottom lip is rolled over the bottom teeth. You blow warm, fast air through your embouchure and your mouthpiece, and then you coordinate your air with the fingerings of the instrument, and then you produce a good tone. And that's it. Thank you.